Hi there guys, I'm Callum White, I'm the managing partner here at Positive Properties. The reason we're doing this video is a lot of the times the agents that are moving over from the UK, from the US, anywhere else, they like to know a lot of information. You're moving your whole life abroad. So we're going to give as much information as we can in this video, and then also after then, any questions you can always drop us a message. If you can work out what I'm saying with a Scottish accent, then enjoy the video, okay? So the first reasons that you'll move here is for Dubai. Dubai is one of the best cities in the world. I've lived here now for 5 years myself. Some of the reasons that it's the best place, it's one of the safest. It's actually the second safest country in the world. It isn't worth doing anything wrong, because if you do get caught doing anything wrong, you just get sent straight out of here, okay? It's one of the fastest growing countries or cities in the world. 7% year on year for the past 4 years. It's unheard of. We're growing quicker than Singapore, we're growing quicker than New York, London, you name it. It's the third most visited airport in the world, okay? So people are coming in and out of here. Weather. Our winter is 19 degrees. I don't know about you guys, but where I'm from in Scotland, that's our summer. Our summer is 19 degrees. So, you know, that's most places, but there's nothing to worry about. It's all air conditioned. A lot of people worry about, you know, you're going to get caught in the sun constantly. You're going from an air-conned office to an air-conned apartment to an air-conned car and so on. There's nothing to worry about at all. As for the people, 80% of Dubai is expats, okay? So a lot of the time you might think you're moving to the desert. It's not like that at all. It's a very progressive country. Everyone here is from different areas, different nationalities. We're all here just trying to make a life for ourselves. Tax-free. This is the big one that a lot of people want to speak about. Tax-free earnings. Whatever you make back home, if you make £75,000 back home, you actually make £50,000. In Dubai, if you make £75,000, you make £75,000. That's it, simple as that. No one's stealing all your money from you. Opportunity. Opportunity in Dubai, it's as good as it can go. Hard work, and that's it. Hard work, and the more of it, the more opportunity you guys will find. It's an exciting place. There's always things going on. Every weekend there's places to visit, people to see, a lot of acts, a lot of clubs, a lot of bars, a lot of nightlife, and even for people that aren't drinkers, there's plenty to do as well. Theme parks, water parks, you name it, for family time as well. And finally, it is a tourist hotspot. Now this is a good thing for in our job in real estate, which I assume is why you're watching this. You might be interested in getting into it. A tourist hotspot means it's going to be good for investors. A lot of the people that come through Dubai, you know, that's what they're all here for. Forget what the Sun says, forget the Daily Mirror, you name it. Dubai is one of the most progressive countries that I've ever been to. I've travelled a bit, and it's very accepting of all different things as long as you are keeping in track with the laws and the rules, okay? Now what do we do and why? As real estate brokers, our job is to find the best solution and strike a deal so both parties feel mutually happy with the outcome. It's not just go and find a property and sell it as quick as possible for as little as possible, or go and buy a property as quick as possible. That's not how this works. We remain impartial, which means we're between them trying to cause a deal. Okay? We follow the rules and guidelines set in place. What we really do, in a shorter version of the above, is we help landlords, sellers, buyers and tenants to find what they're looking for and to get them the best deal. The best deal doesn't always mean the cheapest, it doesn't always mean the most expensive, it means the best deal for both parties to remain happy. Why do we do what we do? It's because we're specialists in finding the good deals in the market, spotting the trends that the average property buyer doesn't know about. Most people buy one property in their life, okay? So we're doing this daily, we're going to know a lot more. And finally, aftercare. Once completing a transaction, we don't just wash our hands and say goodbye. We try our best to help the people and remain in a good relationship so that we can hopefully get more business, more referrals, make ourselves more money and keep that client happy, okay? How do we do it? Now this is the part everyone asks me. They drop me a message on Instagram, they drop me a message on Facebook, you name it. How do we do our job? It's very simple. It's 5 very simple steps. If you follow them the right way, then you can do the job. The harder and quicker and more efficient you get at these steps, the more deals you'll do, the more high value transactions you'll do, and this will lead to essentially making more money. First of all, calls. We call our database of sellers, landlords, investors and tenants. Sometimes we'll call warm leads, sometimes they'll be cold leads. We'll call owners who have got in contact with us. We'll be calling leads that we have generated via marketing platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, landing pages, other adverts that we've been using, SEOs, Google Ads. From there, it'll lead us to receiving a listing. Now the listing is your shop window. This is where we put the properties. We put the properties across 8 platforms that we advertise on. If the listing looks good and has a nice photos, most importantly well priced, I'm not saying the cheapest, but if they're well priced within the market, then it'll lead to the next step. Now well priced really means priced for people to take, because if someone has not bought a property yet or someone has not rented a property yet, then it's not worth that much, okay? If I tell you that it's worth something and no one's buying it at that price, then it's not worth that. It's worth what someone is willing to pay. Now, then this will lead to receiving leads. Now, the two most important things to remember when receiving leads is to qualify. You qualify the buyer, the tenant, the seller, or the landlord. You need to qualify them to find out their needs so that you can also qualify the other person and bring them together to a mutually agreed deal, okay? Now, after qualification, ask for the business. 9 out of 10 people who contact you will move homes instead of renewing where they are. So let's make sure that they move with us instead of someone else. Every single person that contacts you is a paycheck, okay? This comes from asking for the business. You say, hi there, Mr. Smith, you want to move properties? No problem. I, Callum White, I'm an agent. I will help you find this property. Don't search with anyone else. There's no point in calling 10 agents to see 10 properties. Let me do all the work for you and I'll earn my commission. Because as brokers who are paid in commission only, there's no reason for me not to work hard for it. Viewings. The next step. Now don't worry, you don't need to tell people this is a bathroom, this is a kitchen, so on and so forth. This is not how it works. You're dealing with people with a lot of money here. If they do ask you, what's this made out of, what's this? No problem. But the best thing to do is when you go there, people hate being sold. They like shopping with friends. What you want to do is establish a good relationship. You know, connect with the client, make a genuine connection. Because as soon as you're not being genuine, the client will sniff it out instantly. Okay? Find out your feedback after every viewing. You know, you're not waiting to the end of all the viewings, letting them go home, then giving them a message. What did you think? After viewing number 1, you're saying to them, what did you think? After viewing number 2, what did you think of apartment 2 versus apartment 1? And then at the end of your viewings, you're saying to them, okay, out of those, what was the right choice? Now, once finishing the viewings, if you found out none of those were the right property, and none of them were, you get viewings arranged for another day. And then you find those properties to make sure that this client does not go somewhere else, because as soon as the client goes somewhere else, so does your money. Okay? Offers, you receive offers and negotiate to get a mutually happy agreement. Now, obviously there's more to it than that, but I'm not going to delve too deeply into how we negotiate in this industry. That's something for the training sessions once you become a broker, but it's not as complicated as you'd think. You try to bring each party together until we have an agreement. There are other variables, but when you break it down to its simplest form, this is it. The more you do the above, the more you do the steps above, the more you'll be able to be efficient, the more you'll sniff out the time wasters and do more deals, which leads to more money. Rentals versus secondary versus off-plan. Okay, so every broker should begin their journey in rentals. You don't start off working in Rolls Royce, you'll start off selling golf, you'll start off selling Ford, you know. You learn the product regardless of if you have sales experience or not. There's some exceptions. If someone comes over here and they know what they're doing, fair enough, but I would always say that everyone should start their real estate career in rentals. Think of it as a promotion. You're working and then you're going to deal with a more expensive product. When you deal with more expensive product, you're dealing with more responsibility. More responsibility should lead to more money. And then from there, the off-plan market. Now, off-plan is a completely different kettle of fish. You're trying to attract investors to buy properties that aren't completed yet. Okay, so they're not completed yet. So it's a lot harder to sell someone something that they can't even see. So then you have to pitch it a certain way, and these are ways that we will teach you. There's no issues to that, but it's a completely different ball game. Rentals is the quick money. So when you first get here, you usually move here with some savings. You want to learn the product, you want to make that quick money, build a nest egg of savings, and then progress into sales. Sales in off-plan and secondary market is a much slower process. You're looking at maybe a month, 2 months to transactions complete. Okay, so it's not just going to be like you do a deal in rentals, as in if I go and rent an apartment to you today, then I will get my commission today. If you do a rental or if you do a sales deal or an off-plan deal, it's going to be a month, maybe 2 months away to receive that commission. It's going to be much larger, but that's why you need this nest egg behind you. Okay. Moving on, do people actually make money? Everyone comes to Dubai. You know, we've got 5,000 brokers in the industry. Surely out of 5,000 brokers, does everyone make money? They do. Some people do, some people don't. It's the same as any job. Not every single car mechanic makes money. Not every single window cleaner makes money. It doesn't make a difference what industry you're in. If you're good at your job, you will make more than the next person, okay? A broker in their first month should aim to make 10,000 dirham on the board. That's $2,722. That's 2,093 pounds. Month 2, 20,000 dirham. 20,000 dirham should lead to £4,186, $5,444. And then from then on, you should be aiming to make 40,000 dirham per month, meaning that is £8,372, $10,888. Now, if you're now at this point, the average salary in the UK is £23,000. You do this for 3 months, you've already made more than that, okay? But getting to this point takes hard work. It doesn't just happen instantly, it's not just going to happen straight away. But I do know brokers that have started making this amount of money and still continually making that amount of money, okay? Now, the average deal value in Raintoes is 6,500 from what our company has gathered, from the stats and the data that we had from the last year, okay? So to get to 40,000 dirham, that's 6.15 deals per month, which is 1.5 deals per week. So let's just say you want to do 1.5 deals a week. You want to do 2 deals every 7 days. And this will lead to you getting this amount of money in your pocket. Now, I have brokers who make 20,000 dirham per month. I have a broker who last month made over 5 million dirham, which is £1 million. Now, not every single broker is going to be in that situation. Not every single broker is going to capitalize on that situation. But the fact is, people out here are making that sort of money. And the deal that we did is nothing compared to other deals that are happening out there in the market, okay? But you need to be here to have that opportunity. You can't sit at home in the UK or the US or Canada or anywhere that you guys are watching. You can't sit at home and go, oh, but that'll never happen to me. You have to be here. You have to take a chance for that to happen. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. There's always a bigger fish. That's what I was just explaining. And the commissions in Dubai. So the commission on a rental property is 5%. The commission on a secondary market property, an already completed property that's been handed over, is between 2 and 4%, depending on if you have a good relationship with the buyer and the seller. And then off-plan properties go from usually between 4% all the way up to a staggering 10%. Okay, so that's a huge amount. How will you fail? Now, I've been here, like I said, 5 years. I've seen people come and go. I've seen literally hundreds of brokers. In the past year, our industry lost 1,000 brokers. And now, I'll tell you the reason for that is because they're making it harder for the average Joe to just become a broker. They're making more tests, more things you have to go through, okay? But how will you fail? So first of all, how will you succeed? Easy answer, work ethic and product knowledge. Everything else can be taught. We can't teach you how to have a work ethic, and I can't teach you how to sit down and go through and learn, okay? You guys need to want to do this. How will you fail? If you come over and treat Dubai like a holiday, it will be a holiday. If you come out and you spend every day on holiday, going for drinks, blah, 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 out all weekend, you're going to go home. And you're going to say, oh, Dubai wasn't really for me. I've seen it happen plenty of times, okay? Another way you could fail, I've seen many people come and go out every weekend. That's the big one. That is the big one, the main one. People go out every weekend. They go out on Friday and Saturday, and then they spend Sunday hungover, and then Monday they've not really recovered yet, and then Tuesday they're just getting back to it, and then, you know, you've got 2 days left of the working week, and then that's it. You're back to the weekend again. And the brokers who work the hardest usually have the most luck, and I've seen this in my industry. The brokers that are in here at 8 in the morning, leaving at 9:30 at night, those are the ones that I see make the most money. There's a direct correlation between how hard you work and how much money you will make. Yeah, if you follow the formula that we explained a couple of slides back, the 5 steps, it's not hard. People are calling you on a property you are advertising to say, can I see it? Unless you're opening that door and saying, don't take this property, how can it go wrong? Why would you want to work for us? Now, there are over 500, 600 more property companies in Dubai. Why would you want to work for Positive Properties? We've been around almost 2 years. We're a smaller company, we're a more boutique agency, but we're growing at a very rapid rate. So let me explain a few reasons why you might want to work for Positive Properties. We offer commission up to 70%. The market's usually capped at 55%. There are a few brokerages out there that do offer 60%, 65%. I have even seen a few that are 70%. The simple answer as to why we pay up to this amount, we aren't greedy. I've had people contact me after putting posts online saying that we offer 70% commission, and they've said to me, these are the words: why would you make less money from your highest earners? The very simple answer is, because I want them to be happy. Simple as that. I've been a number at another company, and I remember it. And when I was making good money, and they're still making most of it, you know, I want my guys here to be here for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. I'm not interested in making a quick buck off them, if you understand what I mean. You know, the directors and the CEOs of these companies, they have agents that are out till 11 o'clock at night, like I used to be, with a torch, doing viewings in the dark, and then they want all your money. But at the end of the day, the way you move up to the 70%, you don't just come straight in on that. It has to be earned, okay? Promotion from within. I will not bring anyone into the company who will go straight in at a senior level. They have to prove themselves first, and then they will move up the ranks. It's very simple. I've worked at a company before where the manager had never been a real estate broker. So he's telling us about things that he doesn't understand, and that for me wasn't okay. For some people it might be okay, and there's different skill sets for different people. But if he can't understand what we go through every day, then he can't help as well as someone that could. It's not that they can't help, it's just they couldn't help as well as someone who could. Incentives, example, our quarterly incentive right now is for the top 8 agents to go on a holiday to Georgia. Last month our top broker won an iPhone 11. And at the end of the day we're going to have Christmas parties, we're going to have other things like that. Incentives are there. We want our guys to make a lot of money. I am dying for the next time that one of our brokers makes a million dirham, so we can treat them to what they deserve. Because like I said, I've been a number, I've been another broker who's not feeling recognised. Progression. Our targets are very simple. This is how you move to the next level. You hit your target for 3 months, you move up. You hit your target for another 3 months, you move up. You hit your target. It's very simple. It's no complicated, you need to build this amount and this many times. It's very simple. 3 months of hitting target, you move up. 3 months of hitting target, you move up. Very simple. We have a very diverse team. We have people from England, Scotland, Wales, India, Pakistan, China, Russia, Lithuania, Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago, Sri Lanka. That's just to name a few. We've got over 30 nationalities in the company, and of those 30 nationalities, they actually speak over 45 languages, okay? Some companies out there believe that they want a British estate agency. The most buyers, the top 3 nationalities for buying property in Dubai last year were Chinese, Indian and Pakistani. I love having a diverse team. If I'm not getting a diverse team, then I am going to miss out on a huge share in the market. And also, our Christmas parties are pretty fun when the music comes on. Most importantly, understand I've worked for 4 companies in Dubai. I've tried to take the good bits from each of the ones that I've worked at. I've tried to leave the bad bits behind. It's not that they need to change if they want to continue doing whatever way they want, and if they stay successful, great. That's all I want. But the point is, in the past year, we've grown from 15 employees to 50 and got a new office. I know what it's like to be another number. I know what it's like to think, I don't get paid a salary, so why am I not appreciated for the hard work I put in? I have been in that mindset. Therefore, I don't want anyone else to feel in that mindset. If someone's coming into work and they feel that way, it's the same way I've felt. It's very simple. You're putting yourself in someone else's shoes, and it's a real trick that I find a lot of people miss out on. And I can confidently say that you could reach out to any broker who works in my company. You can find them on LinkedIn, you can find them on Facebook, you can reach out to any of them and ask if they get, enough support, if this is really what I'm like. That's real confidence in what we're doing. Every single one of them you could reach out to. I don't have any issues at all. And you can say, is Callum really like this? Is the company really doing this? Blah, blah, blah. That's a confidence you can't buy, okay? Unless I'm paying them all a secret fee. We have an in-house training and development manager. This is something a lot of companies do not have. We have someone who's in the office every minute of the day while we're open, who's here to answer any questions you've got. If you need to know something, then you should know it right away. You should know it right away. There's none of this, I'll just wait till tomorrow and I'll ask. I don't want to be a burden, I don't want to annoy anyone. You've put your trust in our company to help you make money. The least we can do is make sure someone is there to answer your questions at every moment of every day. Yep, simple as that. And if there is training sessions and so on that need to be going on, we do try and work them around in the week. So, for example, we have off-plan training one day, then we might have training on qualification, then a few other training sessions. We just build them around what our brokers need. We've just finished a stand which we had in Dubai Mall, which we were given because of how well we performed with a developer. Okay, some companies have been in the market 10 plus years and never had this opportunity. This shows we're doing something right. It doesn't say they're doing something wrong, but this is an opportunity that I think most companies would aspire to. We had a stand in Dubai Mall, the biggest mall in the world, and I think this is something that people should definitely aspire to. This way, we actually sold the property from just being in the mall. One of our brokers, who only moved into sales 6 months ago, sold a property there, made himself 70,000 dirham, £15,000. Okay. We have ways of marketing that other companies aren't using yet. We firmly believe that if you aren't moving forwards, you're moving backwards, so we need to move with the times. If you'd like to know more about that, we can discuss. This is aimed more at the experienced broker because the new broker would need to prove themselves before being given and handed the exact same opportunities that we'll give to the experienced, proven broker. Okay? Now, this might sound like, oh, but you're giving something to someone else. In all honesty, any company that promises you can come right in and get all of the leads and everything handed to you, there's something wrong there. You're obviously going to give your leads, the ones that you have that are hot, to the people that have already proven themselves. Otherwise, you know, they're going to be upset. So the point is, you come in, you prove yourself in rentals, then you move on to off-plan sales, you move into sales, and you'll be handed those leads. Not to say that if a lead comes in for a rental property in the Springs and you're a Springs agent doing rentals, we're obviously going to give that to you. But if someone comes in and says they're looking for an Emaar 2-bedroom in beachfront, it's going to go to the person who knows that project and has already proven themselves in that arena. Finally, why? Why would I tell you guys all this? You know, at the end of the day, I've given away a huge amount of what we do. Other companies could watch this, other people could watch this. Look what Callum's doing. We know we can do this better. Let's go and copy it, or whatever else. Simple as this. If I would give all this away for free, you can obviously imagine what we do for brokers that are actually here. This is just something that's going on YouTube. This is just something I'm going to send to you guys. You can sit and watch it with your families. You can sit and watch it with whoever needs to help you make the decision. But the point is, if I put this much effort into just telling you guys what it's like moving here, you can only imagine the sort of effort that we'll put in when you are here. Okay? We'll help you out with anything you need, and that's what we're here for, because when I moved here, much like I've mentioned here, when I moved here, I didn't know anyone, okay? So if there's any other questions, drop me an email, callum@positiveproperties.ae. My Instagram's callumwhitedxb, it's very easy to get a hold of, or drop me a WhatsApp straight to my phone. None of this having to go through my secretary or anything like that, or get in touch with my recruiter. Come straight to the source. It's me who's in the video, it's me telling you all this. If you need to know anything, ask me. And finally, like it says down here, even if you're not interested in getting into real estate, drop me a message. If you want to move to Dubai, you need a bit more information, please get in touch. 2 reasons. One, when I moved here, I didn't know anyone. I know what it's like moving over here, moving to a new country, and I want to be as informative and helpful as possible. Second, next thing you know, you're working for Microsoft and you manage to find someone who wants to buy a property. Who are you going to come to? Me. Anyway, guys, that's a bit of a round off of what we do here at Positive Properties. I hope to hear from yourself. If you've received this video, I assume because you're interested in real estate. And if there's anything else you need to know, the details are here. Thank you very much.